What if a compassionate waitress, noticing a weeping veteran struggling to pay his bill, stepped in with a kind gesture, only to discover hours later that the note he left behind would transform her life in ways she never imagined? This isn't just a tale of a good deed or a chance encounter. It's a heartwarming story of gratitude, sacrifice, and the unexpected rewards that come from helping others in their darkest moments. In a world where kindness can sometimes go unnoticed, what happens when a single act of generosity unlocks a chain of events that alters a person's future? Get ready to be captivated, because this true story from June 4th, 2025, at 7:15 p.m. +7 in a cozy diner will tug at your emotions and remind you of the power of compassion. Let's step into that poignant diner scene and uncover the life-changing note that awaited. It was a quiet evening at the Sunrise Diner in Riverside City, the clock ticking to 7:15 p.m. +7 on Wednesday, June 4th, 2025. As the dinner rush began to wind down, the air carried the comforting aroma of coffee and grilled burgers, and the soft hum of conversation filled the room. Among the few remaining patrons was 68-year-old James "Jimmy" Carter, a retired Vietnam War veteran with a weathered face and a faded military cap perched on his head. Jimmy sat alone in a corner booth, his hands trembling as he stared at a worn wallet, tears streaming down his cheeks. His meal, a modest plate of chicken fried steak and mashed potatoes, sat half-eaten, and a crumpled bill lay on the table, far short of covering the cost. The weight of his situation was palpable. After years of battling PTSD and recent medical bills, his savings had dwindled, leaving him unable to pay. Enter 24-year-old Lily Tring, the diner's evening shift waitress, a cheerful young woman with a bright smile and a knack for making customers feel at home. Lily, dressed in her standard uniform with a name tag slightly askew, noticed Jimmy's distress as she cleared a nearby table. Her heart sank. Having grown up with stories of her grandfather's service in the Vietnam War, she felt a deep respect for veterans. Approaching his booth, she asked gently, "Sir, is everything okay?" Jimmy looked up, his eyes red, and shook his head. I don't have enough," he murmured, his voice breaking. Without hesitation, Lily pulled out her own wallet and slid a $20 bill onto the table. "Don't worry, I've got this," she said, with a reassuring smile. "It's the least I can do for your service." Jimmy, overwhelmed, tried to protest, but Lily waved it off. "Please, let me enjoy your meal." She returned to her duties, her mind already moving to the next task, unaware of the impact she'd just made. Jimmy finished his meal in silence, his tears drying as he reflected on Lily's kindness. A decorated soldier who had earned a Purple Heart, he had spent decades feeling invisible, his sacrifices overshadowed by time. That night, Lily's gesture reignited a spark of hope. Before leaving, he scribbled a note on a napkin, folded it carefully, and tucked it under the bill, along with a small worn medallion from his uniform, a symbol of his service. He slipped out quietly at 7:45 p.m. +7, the diner door chiming behind him, leaving the note as his only trace. Lily cleared his table later, noticing the napkin and medallion. Opening it, she read, "Dear Lily, your kindness today reminded me of the humanity I fought for. I'm a veteran with little left, but I want to give you something greater. Visit me at 142 Oak Street tomorrow at 10 a.m. Bring this note, James Carter." Attached was a handwritten address and a phone number. Confused but intrigued, Lily tucked the note into her pocket, her shift ending at 9 p.m. She shared the story with her roommate, debating whether to follow up, but curiosity and a gut feelings won out. She called the number, and a frail voice confirmed it was Jimmy, urging her to come. The next morning, June 5th, 2025, at 10 a.m. plus 7, Lily arrived at 142 Oak Street, a modest but well-kept home with a small garden. Jimmy greeted her at the door, his eyes brighter than the night before. "Thank you for coming," he said, inviting her in. Over tea, he shared his story. A decorated soldier who had lost touch with family, living off a small pension, but with a hidden asset, a life insurance policy worth $50,000, set to expire unused. "I have no one to leave it to," he explained. "But your kindness deserves a reward. I want to name you as my beneficiary." Lily, stunned, tried to refuse. "I just helped because it felt right," she protested. Jimmy smiled. "And I'm giving because it feels right. You've given me dignity again." That afternoon, Jimmy, with Lily's reluctant consent, contacted his lawyer, Mr. Alan Brooks, and updated the policy by 2 p.m. plus 7, formalizing Lily as the beneficiary. He also gifted her the medallion, a family heirloom, as a token of gratitude. Lily left with mixed emotions, humbled yet overwhelmed, returning to her waitressing job that evening. The story took an unexpected turn when Jimmy, feeling a renewed purpose, shared it with a veterans group on June 6, 2025. One member posted about it online, and by 8 p.m. plus 7, the post had 20,000 shares, catching the attention of local media. On June 7, 2025, at 6 p.m. plus 7, a news segment aired titled "Waitress's Kindness Rewarded by Veteran," featuring interviews with Lily and Jimmy. The story went viral, amassing 100,000 views by June 8, 2025. Donations poured in, over $5,000, to support Jimmy, which he redirected to a veterans charity. Lily, now a local hero, received offers for better jobs, including a managerial role at a nearby cafe, which she accepted on June 10, 2025, doubling her income. Jimmy's health improved with community support, and he began volunteering at the charity, mentoring other veterans. The medallion became a symbol of their bond, displayed proudly in Lily's new apartment, which she moved into on June 15, 2025, thanks to her new salary. The story inspired a campaign, Diner Heroes, launched on June 20, 2025, encouraging restaurant staff to support patrons in need, with over 500 participants nationwide. By July 2025, Lily spoke at the launch, quoting Proverbs 19:17, "Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them." Jimmy, touched by the outpouring, wrote a memoir published on July 1, 2025, titled A Napkin of Hope, with proceeds aiding veterans. Their friendship deepened, with Lily visiting Jimmy weekly, cooking meals, and listening to his war stories. By August 2025, Jimmy's health stabilized, and he attended Lily's promotion party, a milestone she credited to his generosity. The diner, once a backdrop, became a local landmark, with a plaque commemorating their story installed on August 10, 2025. What does this mean for us? Lily's story reflects Luke 6:38. Give, and it will be given to you. Her small act of kindness unlocked abundance, challenging us to help others selflessly. Here's a challenge. This week, assist someone in need, pay a bill, offer a kind word, and share your experience. Let's close with Hebrews 13:16. Do not forget to do good and to share with others, for with such sacrifices God is pleased. A waitress's help led to a life-changing note. Let your kindness create miracles. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, like, comment, and subscribe. For more powerful real-life stories, turn on the notification bell so you never miss what's coming next. See you in the next video.